Hi class, I just want to continue our lesson on writing a compare and contrast essay. And of course we're comparing the book and movie versions of The Watsons Go to Birmingham. And if you remember before break, we did a Venn diagram on the board comparing the book and movie versions. And here's a photo of the Venn diagram that we actually did together. And so if you don't have that picture, you can go ahead and take a screenshot right now, and this will refresh your memory. Of course, some of the differences, Byron's lips were stuck to the mirror versus Byron's lips stuck to the window, and so on and so forth. All right, in your introductory paragraph, one of the things that's often hard for students and for anybody really is getting started. So the question always comes up, where do I start? And the answer to that is tag. Now, what is tag? Tag stands for title, author, genre. And this will help you give context to your writing, because right away your reader will know what you're talking about. And here's an example of tag. The Hobbit, a fantasy novel by J.R.R. Tolkien, is a story about a hobbit who goes on a wild adventure with his friends. Now notice that I don't have the tag, title, author, genre, in the exact order. I actually have the title, The Hobbit, a fantasy novel, that's the genre, and then I have the author, J.R.R. Tolkien. It doesn't matter what order you put the tag elements in, it just matters that they're all there. If you haven't already done so, I want you to pause this video and write your tag sentence for Watsons. Remember to follow the same format that I gave you and make sure you have the title, author, and genre in there. Now that you've written your tag sentence, I want you to provide a brief summary of the novel, maybe 3 to 4 sentences. Focus on the main events. I don't want you to put in there details, because we're going to get to those later. Just focus on maybe retelling the story to somebody who's never read it. So go ahead and pause the video now and write your 3 to 4 sentences. Now that we've written our tag sentence and summary, we're going to go ahead and finish our introductory paragraph with the claim. And I've actually written the claim for you, and I want you to copy this exactly, only adding in which version you prefer. So after comparing and contrasting the book and movie versions of The Watsons Go to Birmingham, the blank version is better. Notice that The Watsons Go to Birmingham is written in italics. Notice that capitalization, we want to be excellent. And you're going to copy that exactly the same as I've written it. However, you are going to add in whether you preferred the book or the movie version. All right, now we are moving into our body paragraphs, and we're actually going to have 2 body paragraphs. The first body paragraph is going to focus on points of similarity. How are the book and movie versions the same? So you're going to give me a good topic sentence that directly relates back to your claim. Once again, you're focusing on how you're comparing the book and the movie. And you're going to give me a sentence that says how they are the same. And then you're going to provide evidence from the book and movie. So you're going to make sure you introduce the evidence with a signal phrase, according to the author, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then the movie, obviously, you're not going to have to use some direct evidence because we're not quoting anything, but you're going to tell what happened. And then you're going to discuss how they are similar. And then you're going to use a transition to another point of similarity. So you're going to have at least 2 different reasons or 2 different ideas on how they are similar. And then you're going to repeat the same steps, provide evidence and discussion for point number 2. And then you're going to write a second body paragraph, and this is about the points of divergence. How are they different? So once again, you're going to write a topic sentence that directly relates back to your claim. Then you're going to bring up one difference. And once again, you're going to provide evidence, and you're going to introduce evidence with a signal phrase. Then you're going to discuss how specifically they are different. Maybe how did that affect your interpretation of the story? And then you're going to use a transition. Another way that they differ is, and then you're going to discuss another point of divergence and do the same thing. Provide evidence and discussion for that point number 2. And finally, you're going to conclude with a final paragraph, restate your claim in a different way. And you're going to once again state your choice, whether the book or movie version was better, and explain why you enjoyed this version more than the other. And you're going to close your essay with a concluding statement. You want to give your reader closure. The essay should feel like it's finished. Okay, final checklist. Your introductory paragraph starts with a tag sentence. You've included a short summary, 3 to 4 sentences, and ends in your claim. Body paragraph number 1, you've included similarities. You've given evidence and used the signal phrase to introduce your evidence. Body paragraph number 2, you've talked about differences. You've once again brought in evidence to support those claims and used the signal phrase to introduce your evidence. Your concluding paragraph, you've restated your claim, you've provided some personal insight, and you've provided a concluding statement that brings closure to your reader. You've also included transitions throughout your paper so that your ideas connect, your paper flows. And finally, you want to make sure you proofread for spelling and grammar. We want to be excellent. Follow the Colossians 3:23 principle. And then once you've done all that, then you are ready to turn it in. Go ahead and turn that into our Google folder. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Other than that, you're all set. Thank you.